It walks like a dog, it sees like a drone, and in some cases, it shoots like a soldier. China's robotic dogs are no longer futuristic prototypes. They are real, they are operational, and they are being deployed for everything from public patrol to potential warfare. Welcome to Tech 5 News, fast, reliable, and global. Today we are diving into a story that's turning science fiction into reality. China's robotic dogs. What are they? How are they being used? And what does this mean for the rest of the world? Let's take a closer look. Robotic dogs are gaining global attention through companies like Boston Dynamics in the US, but China wasn't far behind. Today, Chinese firms like Unitary Robotics and Beijing Robotics have taken the head in mass producing quadruped robots that move with animal-like precision. Unlike toy gadgets, these robots are built with advanced AI cameras, motion sensors, and strong flexible joints. And while the tech world originally saw them as tools for inspection and entertainment, China is now using them for much more serious purposes. In Beijing, local authorities have introduced the robot dogs in real-world patrol operations. These bots are now part of larger urban safety system in the Beijing Economic Technological Development Area. They are equipped with 360-degree cameras, infrared night vision, thermal imaging, also facial recognition, and the voice control. Their mission is to support public security, scan for hazardous and relay real-time data to human officers. Think of them as a mobile surveillance unit that never get tired, never blink, and can access places humans need. Now here is where things get serious. In early 2024, during the joint military drill with Cambodia, China unveiled a robotic dog equipped with fully functional assault rifle mounted on its back. This robot didn't just stand there. It moved like a soldier, walking through level. Chinese media hailed it as the future of warfare, fast, expandable, and shockingly efficient. Following robotic dogs in a combat scenario reduce risk to soldiers while increasing tactical flexibility. Military Analyst 2024. This movement sparked debates globally. Is this innovation or not? All robot dogs are for war. Some are for your living room. Companies like Unitary now sell robot dogs directly to consumers starting from $2,700. Their flagship model, a Unitary Go1, can run, follow you around, and even do push-ups. Well, many people buy them for tech demos or fun. Others use them for surveillance, pet companionship, or even remote inspections in dangerous areas like mine. But the more advanced model came with higher stacks and a bigger price tag. With every innovation comes responsibility. China's robotic dog deployment raises big questions. Who controls them? Can they make decisions autonomously? What happens if they malfunction or worse or are hacked? Human rights organization warns that these bots could be used for massive surveillance or military aggression. As if we are entering a new arms race, one that doesn't need humans on the front line. From AI controlled drones to robot dog with rifle, the future of warfare might be very different from what we imagine. Robot dogs are no longer locked in labs. They are walking city streets and cutting borders, and even showing up at military drill. Whether they are protecting, patrolling, or fighting, one thing is clear. The age of robotic soldiers has arrived, and it started with four-legged machines that look like the man's best friend. It doesn't eat, it doesn't sleep, it obeys every command, and now it's our meat. This is China's newest soldier. It walks on four legs and sees in 360 degrees, and yes, it can fire live ammunition. One science fiction, now a tool of real-world war, and world leaders from Washington to Moscow are paying attention. Where they come from, how they work, and what they're capable of, and why they have the world on the edge. Buckle in. This is one story you can't afford to ignore. Then after having it, the journey began in US labs. Boston Dynamics shocked the world with its bot. The robot dogs that danced, ran, and climbed. But halfway across the world, China was watching in the building. Their machines weren't just entertaining. They were faster, cheaper, mass producible. Now, Unitary's dogs are patrolling streets and appearing in a military droids. With mechanical joints, infrared sensors, and real-time AI, they respond quicker and humans. And when you add rifle, the line between machine and the soldier starts to blur. In Beijing's economic zone, robot dogs are already part of daily life, occupied with spatial recognition, night vision, and motion tracking. They are like walking surveillance towers. They can scan crowds and detect smoke, identify suspicious movement, and send alerts in real time. Supporters say they improve safety. Critics call them overwhelming. In 2024, China crossed a line during a joint exercise with Cambodia. They introduced the world's first armed robot dog, gun-mounted and battlefield ready. Increased through rubble, line up targets, and stimulated fire. Solitary studies are back and the robot did the rest. China's defense ministry called it a new era of intelligent warfare, but around the world, that statement felt like a troll. As news of China's robot soldiers spread, world's leader responded with caution concerning the ambition. This technology, if left unchecked, could destabilize warfare and endanger civilians. Robotic innovation is not a threat, it is a step towards secure and intelligent national defenses. The West speaks of fear, but armies itself daily. No nation should monopolize the technology. Russia will not fall behind. We will build our own advanced robotic defense system. 4 leaders here, 4 message, 1 and see the features. These machines aren't just in a war zone, they are also in a home. The unitary GO1 starting at $2,700 will jog beside you, dance and follow voice commands. Advanced versions are now used for surveillance, inspection, and even fake combat. It raises a question: what happens when the same robots that lies speech get reprogrammed to kill? The more intelligent machines become, the more vulnerable they are. Experts warn that robot dogs can be hacked, tarnished, and weaponized. Autonomous weapons are illegal under many international treaties, but enforcement is and development is fast. In here, if they malfunction in a crowded space or misidentify a target, the consequence could be a fatal. This isn't just a technological race, it's a new kind of arms race. Robot Cold War, where the first dominant machine could dominate the world, the countries are now racing to develop robotic infantry, drone swarming, and AI-assisted decision-making in a combat. Peace might no longer depend on solidarity, but on code, power, and access to hardware. At this time, we stand at a global crossroads. Do we regulate robots or do we unleash them? Some advocate a global ban is an autonomous weapon. Others argue they are necessary in AI-driven world. Whatever happens next, robots are already shaping the picture of conflict. From homes to battlefield, from toys to weapon, robot dogs are here. China's deployment is only the beginning. What started as science fiction is now a reality. Do you think robot soldiers will protect us or destroy us?